So I'm gonna play you guys a video that Self Talk just uploaded. Salute to Self Talk. Jason Whitlock, as much as I be respecting you, I be giving you props. I got an educational purpose, put you on blast today, bro. You gotta be a dancing Karen all the damn time. Take a break. Y'all check this video out before I go on my usual rants, bro. Let's listen to this right quick.
He's certainly not acting like a believer in himself, the Colorado Buffaloes, or the God he proclaims when he occasionally takes a break from self-promotion.
Jesus
Prime
Christ.
time behaved like an insecure 29-year-old woman trying to convince herself that streaming reality TV shows, cooking shashuka, and getting drunk at a Beyonce concert beats marriage and kids. Yeah, I went there.
It's 10:45 a.m. on a Saturday.
Shout out to Self Talk. I ain't gonna play his other part of the video, but the truth is about you, Jason Whitlock. You could be cool when you want to be. Sometimes you do speak up good for the black community, and I give you your props for it. But 60% of the time is you catering and tap dancing because you know who pays your bills. You know this is the only way you can get through the algorithm is being a shock jock, saying any damn thing towards the right, because if you go against the left, the right would love you more. But the truth is, dudes don't like no Benedict Arnolds in their circle, bro. The world can see you tap dancing over and over again, Jason Whitlock. I'm the real definition of a black conservative. You're not that type of definition, my guy. You go all the way right just to prove you're left. I don't know if it makes sense to y'all, but catch on and catch on. In other words, Jason Whitlock is the same buffoonery that goes on and on when schmuck people who have no talent and they only can rely on doing something that's gonna be creating a massive earthquake for the world to look at, so you can either be for him or against him, but either way he wins. And that's the perfect breakdown of Jason Whitlock. He'll go all the way left field just to prove something is not even what it is. There's nothing Deion could have done that would have stopped Jason Whitlock from criticizing him. See, what Deion is representing right now is greatness. And with greatness, there comes a lot of naysayers and little rascals in the background who are waiting for your demise, waiting for you to fall down. Jason Whitlock is not waiting for you to fall down. He's one of the intellectuals who knows how to get through that booming orang effect on the algorithm so he can go viral, meaning he could care less if Prime was in the wrong or in the right or any of that, but his job is to create a false narrative and spread his propaganda all throughout the masses. See, I can only protect you for so long until I can't go against what my true nature is. I don't really get people like that, but I understand them, and I don't really like people like that. I'm not no professional victim here. I'm just calling it like it is. Jason Whitlock has to pretend he has an issue with Deion Sanders because he's pandering to those group of people who want to see that type of downfall, who want to see another brother take another brother down, and he's playing to it to a T. This has been his whole sketch for 25 years on being a columnist towards football and all that, really other sports as well. Like when he cried for Kobe Bryant, it was very cringe because he built his whole career talking down on Kobe Bryant. He was one of the many people who said Kobe Bryant was guilty, even though cops and everybody said there was nothing that can actually prove that this young lady was telling the truth on Kobe Bryant. And we can go on and on and on. He plays to the crowd of the people who serves his interests, the people who serves his pocket. So for any of you guys to take Jason Whitlock serious, you can't. Like, you probably like, bless one, why aren't you mad? I've been know about Jason Whitlock for damn near 2 decades now. If you don't know this guy by now, then you're only helping him every time you have a fake outrage for what he says. He's been doing the same sketch for over 2 decades. Like, grow up. I don't want to hear about Jason Whitlock anymore. Tell me something else, like another fresh hater. Jason doesn't count. He's irrelevant when it comes to the standard. He's irrelevant when it comes to the people who matter. He's irrelevant when it comes to actual factual information with no biased perspective. That's not Jason Whitlock. Jason Whitlock has been having a charade for the last, God, man, like you know, everybody wanted me to do this video about Jason, and they think I'm showing favoritism. The truth is, Jason is so cringe. it's hard to make a video about someone that becomes a nobody, someone that becomes a nothing. You know what I mean? He's one of them dudes you bring up and you be like, but what about Jason Whitlock? And everybody give you a deer in the headlight look. Jason Whitlock is irrelevant. Only time I pay attention to dude is during a certain group of educational purpose mafia that forces things on our young kids in schools. I'm not going to say their names, but Dave Chappelle calls them the alphabet mafia. You feel me? Other than that, I'm not with Jason Whitlock on anything else. He goes out his way to downplay any black man or black woman that's doing something prominent. Deion didn't let you know if he's a liberal, conservative, none of that. He doesn't even get into politics like that. Deion Sanders' only politics are college football or football as a whole. So to see Jason Whitlock try to flip and turn everything political so he can feed his people who serve his best interest is embarrassing, because he's trying to fatten up his pockets. So I'm not mad at anybody, man or woman, trying to get money in pockets. It would have just been more genuine if Jason Whitlock just says, look, man, I'm creating content with these controversies over here. A controversy that's not even existing. You see how he nitpicks everything? So now Deion Sanders is the black Karen. You got to pay attention to dangerous dudes like educational purpose Jason Whitlock. I really believe that he will put a fire where there's no fire at, and then not take the water to put the fire out, take more gasoline and not even pour the whole thing on it. He's going to sprinkle the gas. You know why I say he's going to sprinkle the gasoline on the fire? Because he doesn't want it to be burned out quick. He wants the fire to be there and sustaining for a long period of time, because that accumulates more financial gains for him and whatever he got going on. Jason Whitlock is full of you know what, turd in his boots. Jason Whitlock has proven once again, you don't only fall off, but you fall off so much where even when you come back in the limelight, because he did come back from grace, but the problem is when he came back, he became even more of an irrelevant guy that I don't need to pay attention to. Know what I mean? You know how many videos of his I skip per day? Everybody know how much of a fan of his I was, as far as for the satire, as far as for the controversies, because controversy sells, is entertaining. You know what I mean? But when he's just nitpicking to the point, nah, bro, really? This is what you mad at Deion Sanders with? Imagine if Deion Sanders would have lose. Do you know what that tub of jelly would have said to the world if Deion Sanders would have lose? I mean, he has a whole game planning book on what he's going to say to Deion Sanders. You think he don't? Come on, man. Jason Whitlock is an intelligent individual. For people to think he's just a clown, now he might be a clown, but he's an intelligent clown. And it's the intelligent clowns that are kind of low-key dangerous and wild out here. Jason Whitlock proves once again why no one takes him serious, why no one likes him, but nobody likes you. That's okay, I'm gonna make it anyway. Anyway, I had to quickly go back to my 50 cents mode, but I don't really personally care if who likes me either, so I'm not gonna put that on him. But the problem is, bro, if you're gonna call yourself a journalist, because you went in on Dan Le Batard and said he's a failed journalist. Rest in peace to Dan Le Batard's brother who died this past month. But you're sometimes an a-hole, Jason Whitlock. Like, the nerve of you to come at Dan Le Batard. First of all, when I was in elementary, I was reading the Miami Herald. You know, I'm from South Florida. Dan Le Batard had great pieces, bro. That's what taught me to read quick, was reading the sports section. Dan Le Batard always had great pieces. He is a real journalist. He went against the grain. You went against the grain too, and I give you that. But you act like you're the only one, bro. Like, give me a break. I can tell you're the one who's paid. Dan Le Batard looks like the truly free one. You said the opposite, that you're the free one who stands for the independent people, and Dan Le Batard is the paid off corporate entity. Nah, bro, you're a schmuck, Jason Whitlock, and once again, you proven money really can't change the man. You been was this educational purpose clown before the cash. Look, I'm DJ Bless One, and I'm out. Peace.